Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy One Pump Willie, and we're out here with an Onryo tier list. We're going to be going through all of the add-ons and determining which ones are the poopy ones and which ones are the goopy ones. Yo, top up with the 100 biddies. Thank you, man.
Hi, YouTube.
So, let's just go ahead and start off with, let's just go in order here. Yes, the videotape copy. Projection does not inflict condemned to near survivors. Ass cheeks. But you get 100% extra BP. Now this is like the meme add-on. This one is definitely trash. D tier. Absolute ass. The next one. The well. Increases the duration of the undetectable status effect by 2 seconds when manifesting by any means. 2 seconds can be kind of long, but it requires you to come from like a very specific range. So, I don't know, it's not too strong, it's not completely weak though. So I'd probably put the well somewhere like against good players, they're going to know that you're coming because of the static screech anyways, or if they hear you teleport through a TV. So you're not going to be able to actually sneak up on them in time to get the manifestation to really work against like better players. So I'm thinking this one's going between B or C. I mean, comparatively, like, all of our add-ons are kind of bad-ish. So this one's probably average. Yeah, this one's probably B then. The next one is the cabin sign. The cabin sign decreases the time that it takes for a TV to turn on after a projection by 12 seconds. This is actually one of the better gray add-ons in terms of building up that condemn. So this one but it's gray, and 12 seconds is not that long. So, I mean, in terms of building condemn, this one's gonna be B. This add-on's a B. Kinda average. It's like, it's not bad, but it's also not strong. But the next one is the remote control. The remote control, after you use a projection, reveal the auras of survivors carrying a tape within 16 meters of any TV for 7 seconds. This is great information if you don't know like where people are, but it's not that consistent, and also information can be gained in other ways. You don't need to see people's auras, like you can visually see them, you can track with scratch marks. So for an iridescent level add-on, it's not worthy of an Eerie add-on. This one's kind of poopy. For an Eerie, like, dude, it's going on the same row as the cabin sign. Like, in terms of value, I'd say they're both kind of on the same. They're just kind of average. The next one is the Bloody Fingernails. Now, Bloody Fingernails actually goes crazy. It increases the duration of your projection movement speed by 50%. And 50% extra speed is huge, even if it's just a short burst of speed. Especially against good survivors that are really aware whenever you're coming out of a television, they'll start running away ahead of time. But you can really close that gap with Bloody Fingernails. I like Bloody Fingernails. Bloody Fingernails, pretty strong. This is going to be an A. Now the next one, this is the stone. The well stone. It decreases the time it takes for a TV to turn on after being turned off by a survivor by 6 seconds. This is the other one that deals with adding condemn. That's not the ring drawing or the tape editing deck or the Eerie videotape. 6 seconds is not that big, and survivors don't always turn off TVs. So honestly, you're getting more value with the cabin sign because you're projecting through TVs. You're teleporting more often than survivors are turning them off. And 12 seconds is bigger than 6 seconds. So I don't know why this is a yellow add-on, but yeah, this one's not that good. It's gonna be a C tier add-on. Oh wait, did I just grab the wrong one? Wait, they're both shaped. Which one's it? Is this the sea-soaked cloth and this is the wellstone? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay. Now this one. This is the mother's comb. Reveal the yellow aura of any TV that is turned off by any means. That's kind of trash because whenever you teleport, it shows that the TV is yellow. This is great if you're new to Sadako and you need to learn where TV spawns potentially are, or just like kind of get a feel when you're going throughout the entire map and you don't know where your TVs are. This one's good. but in terms of like providing any value other than training and learning where your TVs are, it's not that good. It can be helpful though. If a survivor turns off a TV, you can find out which one's turned off, so you can quickly beeline over towards that TV and determine if they're going right or left with their scratch marks and where they're trying to take their tape. But really, you should be able to look at all your TVs that are on and determine which one's turned off. You don't need to see the yellow aura of the TV to know that a TV is turned off. So this one's kind of poopy. I put it as a C tier. Maybe even D. Is this C or D? Hey, welcome back, Mud. C or D? I'm gonna put it as C, because it can potentially help find people with tapes in the hands, which can be pretty valuable actually, so. But the odds of that happening is not gonna be that high, especially if you're teleporting around a lot. Yeah, I'd say C. All right, the next one. The distorted photo. Survivors that witness a manifestation from within 16 meters scream, revealing their location for 4 seconds. Now, in theory, this is really, really cool. But it's really hard to get timing of manifesting and making them scream down. What you can do is you can get people to like not be able to drop pallets for a second. If they're trying to put their tape away and you have line of sight of them, you can manifest and make them scream, canceling the animation. But more often than not, like a TV is behind a rock or a tree or something, and when you manifest, it just doesn't really work out that way. So I'm gonna put it as C tier as well. Pretty poopy. It's pretty worthless purple. You can get some value out of it, but it's very specific and pretty inconsistent. All right, the next one is going to be Mother's Mirror. Mother's Mirror increases the manifestation intermittent visibility duration by 2 seconds. Now this one is actually kind of cool. This is the manifestation visibility, not the demanifestation invisibility, which I think is more valuable. I think the manifestation visibility is more important than the demanifest one, because that's where the manifest mind games come in. When you're at a pallet or a loop, and it's a small to medium-sized loop, you can use this with another add-on to basically make the duration last longer. This one makes it last longer. The other one increases the actual duration. So Onryo flickers on and off, on and off, on and off, about 3 to 4 times. This will make her flicker a couple more times, which can help you to basically get that manifest mind game in. The problem is it's not going to be as good as this. This is the invisibility duration. This will really help seal the deal. This just adds an extra 2 seconds at the end, and if you don't get the mind game off within like the first X amount of time, like these 2 extra seconds are not actually going to be that important. The old newspaper is going to provide more value in a manifest mind game. So the Mother's Mirror is going to go probably down at D. Probably D tier. Yeah. Okay, the next one is Yoichi's Fishing Net. Yoichi's Fishing Net decreases the time it takes for survivors to gain Condemn by 12% when holding a tape, which is over a minute total. Especially when you combine it with a tape editing deck, it can actually be pretty lethal. This one is not to be slept with. Hey yo! Hey yo! But if a survivor doesn't have a tape in their hands, then it's not going to be providing value. And it's only 12%, so it's not too insane. Although it can really help. It can really help get that survivor to max condemn. So I'm going to put it as B. Next is Riko's watch. The watch that Riko left her son Yoichi increases the invisibility duration while demanifested by 50%. This can really help sneak up on people, but again, against like better players, it's not. They're going to hear the screech. It doesn't matter how invisible you are, especially if you're pathing and avoiding line of sight. Good survivors are going to hear the screech that's playing right now, and they're gonna know that you're coming for you, whether you're invisible or not. Which is why also the actual manifest add-ons, manifestation invisibility duration is more important than the invisibility one. So Rico's watch is going to go down D tier. Next up is the telephone manifestation. One thing about the watch, it is really fun, and you can kind of sneak up on people that don't know that they should be listening to a screech, but you should know that while she's demanifested, you can hear a screech. And it's pretty obvious. Yeah, you should definitely not get caught. You should definitely not get caught. Okay, the telephone manifestation afflicts survivors within 7 meters with the hindered effect for 3 seconds. Now this is one of the favorite purple add-ons. Basically, it makes them slower, and so when you're doing manifest mind games like a pallet, it really helps close that distance. It's one of the few add-ons that she actually has to augment the survivor's movement speed or help in chase. This is definitely one of, if not the best add-on to use in chase, and yes, 7 meters is small, but when you're mind gaming around a smaller loop, which there are a lot of them, this really comes in handy. So it's not too bad of a purple add-on, although it doesn't deal with adding condemn. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Is it maybe A tier? I mean, if you combine this with Bloody Fingernails, dude. Nah, it's not A tier worthy. Bloody Fingernails is A tier worthy. No, this one's B tier. You get consistent value every time you teleport out. Map pressure, you get distance with Bloody Fingernails. With the telephone, you have to have them at a smaller loop. The next up is the VCR. You can combine the VCR projection with Deadman Switch to scare people off of generators and apply Deadmans, which is a nice little combo. But other than that, the projection effect that plays when Onryo projects to a TV is pretty nominal. And like once you realize that she has this add-on, it's not going to do much. Because when Onryo actually teleports to a TV, it plays a much louder sound effect. You actually see her crawling out of the TV. Unlike Freddy, when Freddy fake teleports to a gen, like his bloody Freddy will still come out through the gen, which is a lot more deceptive. This, all it does is it just slightly changes the TV screen. It's just fucking ass. It's fucking ass. It's booty cheeks. VCR is booty cheeks. For a purple add-on, honest, dude, it's kind of booty. Is that a D tier add-on? Although it does combo nice with Deadman Switch. So literally for that reason alone, it gets C tier. Next up, now we're getting into some of the spicier add-ons. The Iridescent videotape, hitting a survivor within 8 seconds after manifesting turns on the last 4 TVs turned off by projection. This is that big dick, big daddy, eerie add-on, and it's really fucking good. It goes in S tier. It allows us to reset our TVs, which is the #1 way that we build condom. So yeah, I mean, it just means that whenever you get a hit, you reset 4 TVs. So you can teleport. You could potentially get 4 stacks of condom on 4 people, and then you hit 1 person, and boom, all those TVs are back. You can get another 4 stacks. You don't have to wait out the insanely high cooldown that TVs normally have. So this is definitely an S tier add-on. Now the next one is, I believe, the rickety pinwheel. Yes. While survivors are within 8 meters of a power TV, they are afflicted with the oblivious status effect. This lingers for 7 seconds after the TV is turned off. This one is ass. This one, along with the other one, the clump of no. Which one is it? Oh, we'll come across it. The sea silk cloth, yeah. This just makes them oblivious, and you're already kind of doing that when you're demanifested. You don't have a terror radius. And again, even if they are oblivious and you're demanifested, you still make the screeching sound. So like the only way it would be valuable is if you're a fucking gigabrain and you were actually manifested when you knew somebody was working on a gen. But TVs are always near gens, so like you would be wasting time walking them down. They could potentially even see you too, because you would be manifested. And if you're demanifested, they hear the static. So this add-on's not good. It's just not. It's a complete waste. Is that C or D tier though? C or D? I kind of think it's D tier. I think it's D tier. Like it's only gonna provide value against really bad survivors, and that's not ideal because there's really not too many bad survivors these days. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's kind of stinky. It's kind of stinky. It's pretty worthless. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty worthless. Okay, the next one is the sea-soaked cloth. While survivors are within 8 meters of a powered TV, they're afflicted with blindness status effect. This is basically the same thing. It's the same type of mechanic. The effect lingers for 7 seconds after the TV is turned off. And this one is also ass because it's only 8 meters of a powered TV and the effect goes away. So it's kind of like Fearmonger in that sense, but it's really not that valuable. If anything, I think blindness though is slightly more valuable than being oblivious, because it means that they can't sit on gens. If somebody's on a hook, they actually need to know where to go for the unhook, and they don't necessarily have information where everybody else is. So this is gonna go in C tier, just slightly above the rickety pinwheel. The next add-on, we have the clump of hair. The clump of hair decreases the range at which Onryo is visible while demanifested by 6 meters. This is not very valuable against good teammates, or against good survivors. It is kind of nice. 6 meters is not that much though, and regardless if they can or cannot see you, when you're within 24 meters of Onryo, you will hear the screeching. So the 6 meters is not going to change that. Good survivors that have a headset on, which 99% of people do have headsets, they're not going to fall prey to the clump of hair. So the clump of hair is going to be D tier. Clump of hair enjoyers, rise up! Okay, the next one is the tape editing deck. This one is fucking big dick, big condom energy, S tier. Basically, it can net you a kill. It can net you a kill. Hold on, let me think. I'm thinking about all of the condemn add-ons, because like technically these are all S tier add-ons. And this old newspaper, dude, we might as well just finish it. I'm gonna go back through them, but okay, old newspaper increased the invisibility duration by 33. That one's going to be, it's really not too strong. Is it as strong? Yeah, no, that one's gonna be C tier. That one's gonna be C tier. Okay, but for the rest of the add-ons that actually deal with condemn, so the ability reset your, yeah, no, I think these are all gonna be S. These are all gonna be S. Okay, yeah, so basically with the tape editing deck, it starts everybody off with the tape in their hands, which is extremely dangerous. If you're able to focus one person and keep them from putting out their tape, that's going to net an early kill, which is slightly, so I wish this tier list had like S and S plus or A and A plus, because technically, dude, can I rearrange this? Yeah, technically the tape editing deck, it's a lot more risky, it's a lot riskier, but the value that it can provide is going to give you a kill earlier than the Eerie tape will. And this early kill with the tape editing deck it's a GG. This right here is so GG worthy. And then the ring drawing, although it's green, is better than the Eerie videotape in terms of spreading condom and condemn pressure. The ring drawing, condemn survivors spread condemn to each other. Condemn survivors spread condemn to other survivors who complete a healing action on them. This works for double healing as long as the person that's being healed has a stack of condom on them. It doesn't matter. If anyone who heals them and completes the healing action is going to receive a stack as well. Although this can be countered if somebody's got a med kit. You can like 99 their heal and then you can let them finish their own heal with a med kit or something like that. But not that many people know about it. That said, yeah, nobody really counters ring drawing unless they have circle of healing or med kits. This gets a lot of extra passive condemn just for playing the game and getting hits in. You don't necessarily have to spread it through teleporting, as long as that one person that's injured or down on the ground has a stack. Ring drawing is going to be putting in a shit ton of passive pressure. And I think that does it. Yeah, and then this one, the Manifest newspaper, makes that invisibility window 33% higher, which is really, really strong actually for getting Manifest mind games in. It's going to be better than the mirror that makes it last 2 seconds longer. That is what the mirror does, right? Yeah, the mirror makes it last 2 seconds longer, which is D value. But this one, the newspaper, makes her manifesting, phasing, flickering last 33% longer in between the actual invisibility duration, which will make it easier for you to get that manifest mind game in and get that down. Oh yeah, so I think that's my, I think that's the tier list. I think we did it. Ship shape, tip top. All right. There you go. Now I'm supposed to like do a concluding paragraph or something. My brain is telling me. What is that gonna sound like? What is that? What is the concluding? In conclusion, okay, yeah. Oh yeah. In conclusion, as you can see, a lot of Onryo's add-ons lie into the. Sorry, let me reset that. In conclusion, as you can see, a lot of her add-ons are actually in the B, C, and D categories, because they're all dog. So I would really appreciate it if we could get a rework on some of these add-ons. There's a lot of add-ons down here that are pretty worthless. The only ones that are very valuable are the ones that provide condemn, and then the next one is movement speed augmenting ability. And the rest are pretty dog water. I really only run these S tier add-ons. So if we could get some more like green tier rarity add-ons that also deal with condemn, that would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching this Sadako the Onryo add-on tier list. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something along the way. Stay pumped.